Whenever you're doing something of lasting value, something that really, really changes things, what you might think is, oh, well, people are just going to find out and they're going to join me in what I do, whether it is to help me or to lend some other sort of support. Maybe they'll contribute. Maybe they'll say, hey, you're doing such a good thing that why don't I give you this thing for free or that thing for free? But it doesn't work that way. You see, we've been sold a bill of goods by movies like Field of Dreams because we believe that if you build it, they will come. But the real world isn't like that. You could build something phenomenal that no one would ever know about. But if they knew about it, they would love it. So, how do you get the word out? That's our question for today. Hi, I'm Paul Allen Clifford with TrinityDigitalMedia.com, and I believe that marketing is not a dirty word. Now, maybe you're thinking, well, literally, of course it's not a dirty word. It has much more than 4 letters. No. What I mean is that a lot of people, artists especially, I'm an artist, think of marketing as the gross thing that you do when you have a product that no one really wants to like. But, if you put enough commercials out there with a loud talking salesperson, maybe, just maybe, you can sell it for $19.95. And if you call quickly, you can get two for the same price with additional shipping and processing. That's what you think of when it comes to marketing. But that's not what marketing is. Marketing is letting the people that know that would like what you're doing know about what you're doing. You see, we don't have a dozen people in the world. We have billions of people in the world. How many people would it take you to have support for what you're doing? Well, not that large a percentage of a billion, let alone several billion people. So, the question is, how do you find those people? I've heard some people say that marketing is a bit like knowing that there are a dozen rocks in a mile-long gravel road that have an X on it. Unfortunately, in order to find those dozen rocks, you have to flip over each and every one of them. So that's kind of what I think. I think that there are probably 100,000 people out there in the world somewhere that if they knew what I was doing, they would want to help. They would either say, oh, I want to learn what you're teaching, or you're doing such a valuable service, I want to join in with you in some way. I think that those people exist. 100,000 out of the world's population? I think that's very possible. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to find each and every one of those people. So I market. Now, I don't have a lot of money right now, so I don't have a commercial on during the Super Bowl, which would probably help me find a huge chunk of those people almost immediately, but costs a lot of money. Or I don't have a lot of money to put commercials all over the place. But what I can do is I can take a few minutes out of my time every day and go onto Twitter and follow people that might be interested in me based on their profiles and the stuff that they tweet about, and see if they're interested enough to follow me back. You see, in a lot of the startups, the tech companies, you see something called an evangelist. Now, that's not how Christians use the word, but think about the original meaning of the term. An evangelist wasn't a special preacher you hire from outside your church to come preach. An evangelist was someone who told good news. So, in the tech startup company world, in that group of people, they're thinking of evangelists as people that tell good news about their product. So, I think of marketing as just being an evangelist for what you're doing. And if what you're doing is something good, if what you're doing is changing eternity, that's good news. So, why would it be bad to let people know, hey, for example, I've got a series of videos where for free, you just go onto YouTube and watch them. You can see me giving hints and tips on how to pursue your dream and your calling. Is that bad at all? Is that swarmy? Is it dirty? No, that's good. You'd want to share something like that. So that's what I'm doing here. In fact, the very act of putting it on YouTube is itself marketing. Now, churches get this wrong all the time. They think, oh, marketing, that's dirty and gross and ew. But then they have a sign out front where they talk about their service times. And you've driven past churches where their sign actually makes you not want to go in. You have. So that's poor marketing, or marketing to someone else. Well, the same way, I want to do good marketing where I'm letting the people who would be interested, if they knew about it, know about me. And that's what I think you need to do. As you're pursuing your dream, maybe you're writing a book, you need to find the people that would want to read your book if they knew about it. Think about it. Are there enough people in the world that if you could just find them, they would want to support what you're doing? If there are, if you can track them down, figure out a strategy to let them know, then you might just be able to sustain your dream and go out and change eternity. Until next time, I'm Paul Allen Clifford with TrinityDigitalMedia.com.